Morning everybody, sorry about the state I'm looking in, but what emotional, distressing couple of days. Connie didn't come home, got her back now, so panic over, but she's a right terror at the moment. She's been shut in the country overnight, very dangerous. What I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try to take her to Morrison's and see if we can get her a bit of exercise or a bit of walk without getting killed too much and without losing her. At least by going somewhere like Morrison's, then if she does get off, then hopefully she would come back to the van. No idea if she would or not, but you know, it's an area that we walk, and she'll hopefully sort of at least I can stay there and wait for her. But we're not thinking that's going to happen. Like I said, I do hope that I can just get her on the lead. You know, it's just like sat outside the van. As you can see, Chief's out and about. I can't obviously put Connie on the tether around here because the cat will come around, and also I'm too near the wall and too near the fences, and she just gets the harness hooked up on it and escapes and gets it caught on things. So anyway, I'm going to toddle off and see if we can get life back to some sort of normality and get back onto the to-do list. Chief, get in the back. Get in the back. I can't obviously bring the other two cats because Connie's shut in the cattery, and I say she has been there all night. We did have her out inside the van, but I was literally hiding under the duvet, trying to avoid being scratched and not moving and pretending I wasn't there because she is such a foul mood. As you can hear, she's a grumble. So I'm hoping that by getting her on a harness, if I can get her on the lead within the van before I open the door, that would cheer her up a bit, give her a bit of excitement and interest, and we can get her out. And then hopefully I can start organising what I was supposed to be doing when I got back from Pero, which is to get the trailer off the storage, moved to my friend's house, and then we can start planning the trip up north and some decent time out with the cats and see if we can get a Scotland trip in, but at least a North Yorkshire trip in. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd start and try and do some more of these vlogs from the driver's seat, because this is where as I'm going through my thoughts, so I don't forget where I'm going again and take the wrong thing. In with the Pero and all that fuss and going down there, I had parcels left to take to the post office. I didn't deliver. I missed my sister's birthday, so I've got a card I've still got to deliver and take and post. But you know, the last couple of days I've never cried so much, and I seriously thought that I wasn't going to get Connie back, and I was distraught, obviously, with it being the anniversary of Sticky's death coming up. I've already been crying a lot. I've been in such turmoil. But anyway, I'm saying it's just a neighbour spotted her sat on the wall. Hello, you right? And said, it's one of your cats out, if you're missing her. I said, yeah. Was able to approach her fine. Was able to stroke and say hello to her fine. Got the harness clipped on. As soon as I then started tightening up all her neck piece and everything, I was getting hissed at a bit, and she didn't want to leave. I say there was the tomcat there. I have done a video of the tomcat and I've noted the date in case she has mated with him. So whether or not she was in season when she left or she was in season now, who knows. It was still a long time for her to stay away, and just completely out of sight. It was like as though she disappeared into thin air. So it's like that started me panicking that she, football the night before, that she'd been shut in, or somebody had fed her and not let her out. Honestly, my mind was going crazy. I even looked at my insurance policy to find out what to do about, whether I was covered for theft and straying, and or even adverts and leaflets and everything. I did actually, somebody said to me, haven't you sort of spoken to Spirit and found out where she is and connected like you did with Sticky? I said, yeah, I spoke to them, and they assured me that, she wasn't dead, and she was back yesterday. giving it, you know, I was trying to be a bit more relaxed over it, still stressing, but, you know, so I didn't know, was that my voice in my head or was it spirits? They're never wrong. They've never ever been wrong. When I'm doing my healings and that, and messages to people, about people, they've never been wrong. So I thought, well, you know, is it wishful thinking? Is it me actually communicating correctly? This is why I had to give it the extra sort of 24 hours, really. So I gave them till midnight, really, to prove that she was going to be back or back with me. And fair play, she was. I was saying, you know, I wasn't carrying on working with spirit if they could take her away from me, if that's what was happened, or you know, I was really sort of going through the mill regarding my thoughts, and I would have lost complete faith in spirit if I'd lost her and she hadn't come back, and you know, didn't want to work with them anymore or anything. I had a whole conversation. I said, you know, I haven't done anything wrong, it's not fair. It's just, you know, I knew McGill. I know I didn't get Chief to replace Connie. I know that he was meant to be with her, not without her. You know, I was preparing my mind, sort of working out, you know, so I could cope if I'd lost her, you know, to go forward with Chief on his own, or the benefits of that. All these things I had to program my mind. Being a mental health person, I have to program my mind, so because I knew I was so vulnerable and so broken and so distraught and going downhill so fast. I had to, you know, prepare myself for all eventualities. And I had to have people phoning me, and they knew how much my cats mean to me. My cats aren't just cats in a van. My cats are my life. My cats keep me going every day. I get emotional with this. They keep me alive. You know, and they're just so important to me, as you know, I hope I am to them. And in a way, I suppose they're like a coping mechanism with life, and you know, give me purpose and get me up out of bed every day. Anyway, she's back. All's good. Well, it's all good. I've got to now cope with a very temperamental, hormonal girl, and see what happens today. If I can cope with this walk, then I know we're okay going forward. You know, the next few days, and I just have to sort of keep doing this, keep coming out every day and take her for a walk, and keep her contained in the cattery as much as I can, or in the van. You know, she's good at escaping. I'm very, you know, that's a day's call a lot of the time, so I do end up letting them out sometimes, and you know, that's my own fault. And again, if I know she gets out, at least I know she just stay local, and I've got an idea where she's going to be. But anyway, I'm at Morrison's. Let's get her out. Let's see what I can do. As you can see, she's quiet. She's travelling fine. This is Chief. I've got to do some shopping at Morrison's as well, so I had to come out. My cupboards are bare. Got no food anywhere. I've had to have live on takeaway deliveries the last couple of days because I couldn't leave the van. I didn't want to leave, you know, in case she came back and I wasn't here. So, yep, another day, another vlog, and I hope I can survive it. Like I say, a huge thanks to everybody who was there for me. Many people know how important these cats are to me. It took me a while to get over sticky. I'm still not over sticky, but obviously Connie was a huge part that played to help me cope with that. And as you can imagine, to lose her too would have been, oh, it's a squirrel on the grass picking up rubbish. To lose her too would have been really difficult to sort of get over. Anyway, here we go. This is our parking spot in Morrison's. I'm going to park a bit closer to where the squirrel is, towards a bit of dirt, so Connie needs to go to the toilet, she can dig in it. It's usually quite messy here, rubbish wise, but it's a bit tidier than normal, which is good. So I will say bye for now and catch you later. Just to let you know how it goes.